Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. Big shout out to the notification gang. Thank you for being first. I appreciate your love and your support. So in today's video I wanted to get real with you guys, share some of my failures. I guess we just jump straight into it. I just wanted to share some of my failures with you guys. I guess it's a testimony and it's encouragement at the same time. If you are in a position where things are going well for you, congratulations to you, well done to you. We thank God for you and your life, but for the most part, most people are in a situation where they're a bit like, things are not going the way that they would like them to be. So we'll jump straight into the video. So for me, one of my biggest L's was after high school, actually. Most places have a scoring system or something like that that they use once you are in your final 2 years of high school. So for me, during those final 2 years, I pushed. With the way that I was going with my studies and with the way that I was going just in general, I knew that I was up to get an ATAR that was pretty good. If things fell apart a little bit, maybe I would get a sort of average ATAR within the 60s to the 70s range or something like that. So I did my exams and the ATAR came back and I was shocked to say the least. Shocked, gobsmacked. The ATAR that I got was beyond anything that I ever expected for myself to get. I didn't think I would even get an ATAR like that. I was expecting to get at lowest maybe like a 68 or something, but I ended up getting an ATAR of 50 something. So low compared to what I was expecting. I was heartbroken, like in here, everywhere. My body hurted. I cried. I was like, my life is over, because you know, in high school the way that they make it seem is as if you don't get a high ATAR, your life is over. You're going to be working at McDonald's for the rest of your life, cleaning toilets. So for me, I was like, my life is over. This is it. I'm going to be cleaning toilets for the rest of my life. There goes my life. You know, at the same time, I was like, God, why? Like, I'm confused, because it's like I worked so hard, I put in so much work, I did so much. When you're in high school, you put your preferences down for which unis you want to go to and for the subject that you want to do. So I wanted to do biomed, and for all the biomed courses you needed at least a 70 and above. For the higher end unis such as Melbourne Uni, you needed like 98, 97, and I got like in the 50s. And all the preferences that I had put down were had entry scores of like 98. I think the lowest entrance that I had was 70 something, and I had gotten like a 50 something. So as you can imagine, my life crashed. My world crashed. Everything around me was crashing. I was like, this is over. I don't know what to do. I cried so much. I got into a state of depression. I didn't know what to do with myself. It was just a mess. And it took me some time to just sort of like finally muster up the strength to be like, I have to change my preferences to be more realistic to the ATAR that I got. Once you get your ATAR, the unis will give out rounds of offers. So you get your first round offer, then you get your second round offer. So I got an offer for biotechnology or something, and I didn't even want to do that. It was actually a diploma in biotechnology, and I took that because I was like, you know. A few weeks later there was second round offer. And for the second round offer, I got a offer for biomed at Victoria University. The entry to get into that was 76 or something, and I had gotten like a 50 in my ATAR, and I got an offer, guys. I was at work that day. I didn't even know what to do. I was so excited. I was like, oh my gosh. And I knew from the bottom of my heart to my toes to my phalanges to every strand of hair, even the hairs that were on the floor, I knew that that was not my own doing. I knew from the get-go that that was God who allowed me to have that position. And now that I sit back and realize, I'm like, God wanted me to see and to know that I can push as hard as I want. I can do all my might. Because during that time, I didn't pray much. During that year, I studied a lot, but I didn't pray. I didn't read my word. So God really wanted to show me that He can do it better than I can do it. That even in my own might, that's what I was able to achieve. And, you know, to this day, I'm like, wow. Because at the end of the day, a failure is a position that God allows you to be in so that He can lift you up. Because God's light shines brightest when it's dark. That was for me the first ever time that I had failed so dramatically and so publicly, and God just like did a full 360 of that situation. And I went from, I'm never going to be able to do the course that I wanted to do. I might have to do it after I've done another course and take this pathway, this pathway, this pathway. I went from that to being in the course that I wanted to be in. Not because I got the ATAR and I studied. Yes, I studied, but I didn't get the ATAR that I needed to get into that course. But somehow I still made it. I still managed to get into that course 20 something points behind what I was actually meant to be. Right now, you may be in the position that I was in where I had just received my ATAR. Or right now you're in the position where you just got a phone call saying we don't need you anymore. Or right now you might be in the position where you're still trying to figure out what the heck am I going to do after you've just received this bad news. This is not where you're going to stay. At some point, you're going to be looking back the same way that I look back at these things, and you're going to be sharing your testimony with other people that God is there. God is real. Your failures are actually a testimony for other people. I love sharing these stories with people. Love, love, love sharing them. Even though they are my failures and they sucked at the time and I thought my life was over and the world was ending. At that time, it felt like that. But now I sit back and I'm like, God did that for me. God was the one who took me from here to here. And you see that in the Bible as well, because when you look at situations like Jesus, Jesus had to be betrayed for Him to die on the cross, for Him to rise again. If Jesus was never betrayed, He never would have risen again, because He never would have died. And even Jesus Himself, during the time, He said, Lord, let the cup pass me. The same way that Tatenda was like, Lord, what the heck? What have I done? Why have you failed me? If you look at the situation of even someone like Job or someone like Joseph, all of these people were in a position where things turned sour really, really bad, but then God lifted them up in that sour situation. If they were never in that situation, they never would have been able to get where they were. Because sometimes as Christians, we like to forget about God and believe that we can do it on our own by ourselves and work really hard. It's not about working hard, it's about working smart. And the smartest way to work is with God. So that's the advice that I wanted to give you guys, or the testimony that I wanted to share today, that, you know, your failure is a testimony soon. So have faith and have hope in your situation. It seems like it's the end of the world right now, but it's not. Someday you will be telling someone else about that exact moment and that exact testimony. You'll be sharing that with someone else one day. So yeah, I hope you guys have liked this video. Make sure to comment down below your thoughts and like the video if you like the video. I will see you guys next week. I love you guys so much.